What the fuck is this? Across the Spider-Verse is a good movie, a great movie. I talked to my buddies all week about it, watched it like 10 times, then, like any normal guy, I went online to see what the rest of the world had to think about it. I opened social media, and then I see this shit.
Huh?
What the fuck are y'all on, man? I mean, from the weird and slightly illegal fan art to 14-year-olds having discords using words they just learned from Twitter, it's been a strange time to be a Spider-Verse fan. I mean, Spider-Verse fans got me more into the film the first time around, but now all this online activity is making me feel weird. Fandoms across all mediums have their fair share of issues. Taylor Swift fans think her mall music beats Prince, Snyder fans think Superman being Jesus is the most original thought ever had, and Breaking Bad fans think that they're a Sigma male like Heisenberg. All in all, it's all delusional people supporting each other's delusions. Spider-Verse fandom, though, wasn't this way. From the start, it was genuine, it was real, it was wholesome. It was full of love with the movie, animation, and above all, Spider-Man. That all changed when the world's richest loser attacked and bought the big blue bird. Twitter, the hell site that got its 8th layer when the most awkward con man in the world bought it and filled it with this shit. I don't know what they're putting in the water over there, but it's strong. Everyone who posts there seems to have the sole mission to ruin your day, either by making you feel like the biggest piece of shit for liking Spider-Man 2099, question your morality for thinking Hobie and Gwen wouldn't be that bad of a couple, and are overall in a pissy mood over the greatest film of the year. From the strange critiques of Miles G. Morales' hairstyle to queer baiting allegations, the way y'all have grown so jaded towards this film impresses me, mainly because I was here from the get-go. Into the Spider-Verse was a good time to be on Twitter. Between all the missed Easter eggs and amazing fan art, made me appreciate the film a lot more. I wish I could say the same thing about Across the Spider-Verse though. Maybe it's a dark timeline, maybe it's Elon, but the general vibe of ATSV Twitter is nowhere near as fun and as lively as the first film. My hypothesis is that we're spoiled. When Into the Spider-Verse dropped, it was the first of its kind. It broke ground for a new type of animated film and gave way to many great films. Since then, we've had Mitchell vs. the Machines, Puss in Boots, and now Across the Spider-Verse. We are spoiled. With the golden age of film and TV surrounding us, we're hedonists, and for the people on Twitter, shit-talking is a vice like liquor and scratch cards. I really hope the next film doesn't come out for a while, just to make sure y'all remember how to appreciate what we got and act right. If you've been on TikTok since Across the Spider-Verse dropped, you know it's an entirely different beast to Twitter. Dope edits, character redesigns, and illegal live streams. It's been a blast. One negative to the space is how heated some of the quote-unquote discourse has been. I like discourse, you know. I imagine most people like it the same way I do, ranging from, that's a nice idea, to, wow, I've never thought about it like that. Some people don't see it that way though. I can see some getting anxious, so yes, this is about the Miguel is racist theory. I mean, there are plenty of edgy jokes that sprung from the original trailer of Across the Spider-Verse, and they range from funny and witty to straight up alt-right. The Miguel is racist was actually pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie, especially since the first time we see him, he just body slamming Miles, a 15-year-old, into a moving train. So there are a lot of skits, edits and jokes, and it was all good and fun. Until somebody thought about it a little bit more. Fantastic Frankie is a creator that I enjoy a lot. She has some great thought-provoking videos and covers some cool moments in comics that I haven't seen anyone else cover. When Across the Spider-Verse came out, she posted a very fateful video, covering the relationship between Miguel O'Hara, or Spider-Man 2099, and Miles Morales. As an Afro-Latino herself, she had a very interesting perspective on Miguel and wants to share her thoughts. She felt that Miguel not only demonized Miles for being Afro-Latino, but also mocked his Spanish. A very interesting and eye-opening video for me into Latino culture that I hadn't known. I'm not from that community, so I had no clue to be honest, and the great thing about art is we all get to say what could be. So, I thought it was cool, interesting, eye-opening. I didn't agree with it entirely, but I moved on. The other Spider-Verse fans did not do the same. They decided to not only mock, berate, and tear her video to pieces, but also sent her death threats which were filled with a slew of slurs that I have never heard of before. The toxicity of this community, which came from the minds of black and brown people, that was then spewed at folks that look like them, insane. I felt sad, disappointed, and just disgusted. It's one thing to disagree, but the hate felt personal. It made me step away from watching all these videos and engage with the community, but then one thing brought me back. Man, I love the fan art. Spider-Verse is a shrine to animation, then all of the fans are disciples, and the artists are the priests. Between Between the Spider-Sonas, the new creations like Miles Morales, Penguin, of course the OG Peter Porker, the artists, man, they make you love and appreciate the film so much more. I mean, growing up, I always wanted to work in cartoons and animation. I remember buying my first Wacom tablet and drawing every day for a summer. The best I got was this little shitty hand animation, and I was so proud. It could have been more than 20 seconds of film, but it took a while. Ultimately, it taught me how hard it is to create the things that I enjoy every day. It made me savor every frame I saw of animation. Whether it be 2D in Samurai Jack, 3D in Puss in Boots, or the stop motion in Fantastic Mr. Fox. Animation is everything to me, man. Seeing a community of people online share that same sentiment and draw and animate works of art like this, or this, or this.
The cow says moo, butterfly don't say nothing, pig says you have the right to remain silent.
I can't help but persist in this fandom for all the gems I see. Not all fandoms are like that though. I think my first true experience with the fandom scarred me. Steven Universe. I remember watching almost all of it, singing the songs, drawing the characters, hiding it from my bros so they didn't judge. I loved it, man. Garnet was of course my favorite. I then grew curious towards the end of the show, seeing what maybe other people thought about it, if they saw the same things I saw, hoping to find the connection to this thing that I love so much. I did not find the connection. Instead, I found myself pinching my nose as I walked through the stench-filled forums of the most vile fan art, shipping stories, whatever a bunch of 25-year-old versions consider drama. If you know anything about the Steven Universe fandom, you know I made a massive mistake. Not only did the show get worse for me, but it also made it harder for me to rewatch. For a while, that is. Fandoms, you see, don't make the movie, they don't make the show or the music. Fandoms have the power to enhance and involve our understanding and appreciation of the things we enjoy. They can help draw parallels, expose the subtext, deepen our connection to the creator and the creation. Above all, it has the power to connect. And I understand ultimately at the core of the strife, there are people who want to connect with others and sometimes can't do so genuinely. People feel like being kind is corny, and unfortunately, that childlike glee that forms friendships is fading from today's youth, which is instead replaced with a new age cynicism and apathy that's currently being mended with this hopecore and stoicism. Ultimately, what people need is that community. One of these days, what I want is to form that for me and others, where people can read comics together in a book club, discuss new shows, movies, and best of all, just geek out. If that interests y'all, then subscribe and stick around for what I have to offer next. Thanks y'all for watching. Peace.